Welcome back, everybody, to DGOT, the Instant Reactions. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We're back with another one. We're taking on 2025's Until Dawn, a newly released movie. General thoughts, I'll just go ahead and say it. I thought the trailer, from when I've seen it, looked good. I saw, some promo at Spookala a couple, about a month ago. There was a team there. I don't know, I don't know if they were actually working with the production company or whatever, but they were handing out posters and if you post the poster, we'll give you free tickets, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm an AMC member. Like, I don't need the free tickets. I'd rather somebody else get them. So I've been excited to see this movie. And general thoughts, I've never played the video game. So, I don't know the context of any of that. I'm just watching this as a movie. I had a good time with it. I did read your little review, Dustin, that you sent into the group chat.
Yeah.
I don't know how you hid the message. Like, I'm way too
So on
unlearned.
Apple, if you hold down on the arrow, on the send arrow, if you hold down, it gives you these effects like balloons or confetti.
Oh, okay. So it's in there. Okay. So I know you can do
one is called
fireworks and all
invisible
that.
ink.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
behind the scenes, what I did was I texted in the group chat. I sent my letterbox review in the group chat, but I sent it with invisible ink because Nico was on his way to the theater, so he didn't want to read what I wrote. So I did that to protect him.
But to be fair, it was very ambiguous, and you didn't
Yeah.
spoil anything at all.
I said before I sent it that it was spoiler free, but
I still didn't want to take any risks though. But I will. I will. I won't argue with anything you said. Like I totally get it. I'm probably at a 3.5, but I'm at that point. I kind of left the theater thinking this might could go up with another watch, just because I had fun with it.
yeah.
Like, it was just a fun movie. Like I won't disagree. There is some cringy dialogue, especially towards the end with like the two girls. Like when Clover is giving her little final speech to go into the tunnels, it didn't feel natural. And then the other girl, Nina, she's like, "We're a team. We go together." I don't know. I don't know. It just felt kind of weird. I didn't really get any of the humor personally for me, but there were some theater goers I was with, like when the explosion scenes happened, like they laughed their ass off. I didn't think it was funny really, but
I
they
laughed.
they laughed their ass off. Like they was like, like.
Yeah.
But general
I had
thoughts,
that
I had a good
experience
time
too.
with it. I thought it was fun, but is it perfect? Is it the best thing ever? No. But I think, like Robert Englund said way back, it's popcorn entertainment. Like I could turn it on, not pay attention, just look up, see some cool kills. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine.
Yeah. I thought it was a fine movie too. My biggest takeaway is like you've read on my letterbox review, finding out or realizing that it's not a Blumhouse movie blew my mind. Because did it not feel like every Blumhouse movie we've seen over the past few years?
It
Like
felt
it's crazy.
Blumhousey.
Yeah. But first of all, I had a pretty bad theater experience for this movie. I saw two movies today. I saw David Cronenberg's new movie, The Shrouds, first. I didn't care for it, but then I've just realized I don't think I'm a huge Cronenberg fan. Like he has a distinct feel to his movies that really make it hard for me to lock in. It's just his directorial style. But anyway, this isn't an instant reaction to The Shrouds. This is um, Until Dawn. So I watched it directly after, and I was the only person in the theater for The Shrouds. I get over to Until Dawn, and there's 11 people in the theater with me, so a decent amount of people for a noon Friday showing on opening day. Um, Three people sat directly behind me, and they laughed at everything, but it wasn't like obnoxious. Like, they were talking some, but they were whispers, so it wasn't too distracting or loud. They were fine. But the three old hags that sat in the very top row behind me, I swear on everything, this needs to be the stereotype about moviegoers. It's that old people cannot be quiet during a movie. They were talking so loud during the trailers that I could hear them over the trailers. And then I was like, okay, surely it'll stop during the movie. Nah, they talked that same volume through the movie. Oh my goodness, did you see that? Oh
Oh my
Lord, that
god.
was creative. Shut up, Ethel. Go home. And then this guy down to my left, there was probably 10 seats between me and him to my left. The loudest and most obnoxious laugh I've ever heard in my life. Every time something remotely entertaining would happen, I would back away from the mic because this is going to be loud. He would go, ah, ah, ah. He would laugh like that.
It's like that TikTok, the old guy with the Mario mustache.
Yes. Dude, I was appalled. But anyway, aside from that, the movie itself, I thought the movie was fine. I've got my pros and cons, like we do with every instant reaction. We have pros and cons, but this one, I think the pros and cons, like I have a more defined plan of attack for how I'm going to say my pros and cons. Like most of the time, I'm like, oh, I like this, and then I think of other stuff on the fly. Oh, I didn't like this. Think of other things. There's specific things about this movie that I liked and didn't like, and overall, yeah, I think it's just a fine movie. It's not great, but it was a fun, turn your brain off, enjoy it movie.
Yeah, exactly. I perfectly said. You want to kick us off with your pros and cons, or with your pros first?
Yeah, pros. First of all, I love that we open with immediate action. Like there is no lulling us in and building this backstory. Like immediately, what we see is a girl in distress, and I like that. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go. I mean, you can feel free to say and do whatever you want, but I'm gonna keep mine pretty spoiler free, just because I don't think if you've seen the trailer, you know the gist of the movie. You can pretty much figure out what happens. So I'm just not gonna spoil anything. Um, and then right after that action, we get a shot of an hourglass, which is a central theme in this movie. Is hourglass that counts down until dawn or whatever. Dude, the transition from that hourglass to the road was awesome. The way that they shot that, you see the
Mm-hmm.
hourglass, and as the sand is going through the hourglass, a overhead shot of a car traveling down the road like fades in, and then we zoom in to where the hourglass disappears, fades out, and all we see is this overhead shot of the car. That stuck with me. That is an incredible piece of filmmaking right there. Um, Other than that, I think that uh, the kills were creative.
Yep.
Now, I can't say that this is a creative idea because it is based off a video game, but I haven't played the video game, so I don't know if the villains, the antagonists, are directly taken from the video game or these are, maybe the premise is made up or the same, but these characters are new. I don't know. But I thought that the villains and the concept of it's never the same villain twice, never the same death twice. I thought that was original and creative, at least from a movie standpoint, because we've seen it in Happy Death Day. It's a different killer each day, but it's pretty much the same. It's a person killing her in a different
Yeah.
way each day. This is completely unique, and I really think that the atmosphere of the movie was great, and I think that the score had a huge part to do with that. The score in this movie was great as well. So
Yep.
those are my biggest pros.
And I don't want this to sound bad, but it felt like a video game. I thought they captured it being like a video game well. I like the fact that they mentioned the name of the movie in it as well. Like, I don't know, maybe you thought that was corny, but when,
Well,
when she said "Until Dawn," I was like, "Hey, they said the
yeah,
name."
I did the Leo point, like, hey, hey, hey. Uh, but at the same time, have you ever in your life heard someone say the words "until dawn"? Everyone says "until morning."
Yeah, I can't recall.
So
I can't recall.
yeah, I'll talk about the dialogue in a
I don't
minute.
I don't know about your screen, but like I just saw this movie in regular digital because all AMC is offering is regular digital and Dolby Digital, but Dolby Digital is until 10 p.m. tonight, and I'm not staying around for that.
Yeah,
But I thought the movie looked beautiful, like especially at the beginning, like when they're going out to this place. Like to me, like the picture and the color was very vivid and beautiful. I thought it was. I was actually very impressed with it.
yeah.
I like the way like they shot it too, like when they're like in a group, like there's close ups of the people. I thought the movie looked really good.
So, and it's Sony is the studio behind the movie. Obviously, this is a PlayStation game it's based off of, but this is what I meant when I was talking about Universal a while back. How their movies look like $1 million. This one looked like $1 million too. Like the cameras, you can just tell when a movie is put out by a major studio. The cameras are incredible. So I agree with you. The movie did look really good.
And I agree with you about the shot too. Like the transition to the
It's
overhead
awesome.
it was beautiful. I like the title card transition too. Like it
Yeah.
and it transitioned to like the hourglass. I thought it was great. The kills, like you mentioned, were all creative. I really like the line delivery of if it's the same thing over and over, you're not as scared. Something to that context. That's like you mentioned. Every night they survive. There's a different type of killer or slasher or witch. It said you're coming, and the kills were very creative. Like it was very brutal. I do kind of have a qualm about that opening slasher guy. I guess we can touch on that when we get to the qualms. But I thought overall, I didn't know any of the actors or actresses. Did you? Like, have you
Uh,
seen any of these people?
yeah, the Dr. Hill, he's from, he was in John Wick.
Okay, but any of like the main cast, like the
No,
teens or the college kids?
no,
But
but
I thought they
Buddy,
did
I
a
would
fine
like to.
job though. Hey, now, hey,
Hey, now.
what about Odessa Azion? Did she give you some Rhea Ripley vibes? A little bit, like in the face.
So who?
That's Nina.
Not really, but I can see what you're going, what you're getting at.
All the three ladies. I mean, we're not going to hide it. They're. I thought they were all pretty. So that's
Yeah,
always a bonus.
yeah. The four ladies too, like her
Oh, the
sister and the one
sister.
that
Yeah,
they were.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bad Apple Podcast review on the way. Can't wait. Sorry for thinking women are beautiful. No, but anyway, I hadn't seen any of these cast members and anything, and outside of a few cheesy dialogue lines that's delivered later on in the movie to me, I thought they all did a fine job acting as well. Like I don't have any qualms or complaints about it. I don't think it was anything cringy or nothing. I mean, it wasn't like Midsummer or nothing, but I thought this acting was very serviceable and fine.
So Max, the
Michael
guy that,
Cimino.
yeah, he was in Annabelle Comes Home.
Okay, I wonder if he was like the boyfriend who like came over later on or whatever.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not a big
remember at
fan.
all.
I'm not
His
a
name
big
was
fan of
Bob.
that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that movie. It's not very good to me. That one's
Ah,
kind of
that's what I knew. Sorry, I'm looking at IMDb because now you got me thinking if I know any of these. So Odessa Azion that you were talking about, Nina, she was in the 2022 Hellraiser remake
okay. I haven't seen
that
that one yet.
I liked that I need you to watch because it'll rewrite your brain's history about Hellraiser. It will replace all the negative thoughts you have about that franchise. It's that good.
I might watch it this weekend. I'm taking a few days off. I might watch that one. It's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Why not? I got nothing else to do. But anywho, back to this movie. Like you mentioned, the atmosphere is great. I thought the effects were incredible, to be honest. Like I think everybody who goes into this movie knows that there's going to be several days that they have to live over and over, and they're going to die. Is it spoilery to say how they die?
I mean, I don't think so.
There,
Just go for it.
the explosion. I thought the explosion scenes looked really good,
Yeah.
especially the effects on Megan Ji Young Yo, like her leg blowing up first. I thought the leg looked really good. I don't really have that many qualms. That's just not a movie I'm going to give a 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's a fine little popcorn movie. It was entertaining. I didn't feel like it was slow. It didn't get monotonous to me. Like, I feel like I complain about that a lot. Movies get monotonous. I didn't think
Yeah.
this one did
Yeah. No.
because, like you mentioned, every single day they come back, it's a different. It's not the same mass killer coming over and over
And
or
it's
the
not.
witch or whatever.
And not only are the characters like there's different people chasing them, but like the town layout changes every time.
Yeah,
So
and
they
our
literally.
characters have flaws every time they come back too, so that's a nice
Hmm.
touch.
Yeah.
This game might be fun to play, honestly.
Maybe.
All right, Dustin, you seem ready to not that you're ready to criticize the movie, but you said you have a deliberate attack for your cons. What are your cons?
Yeah, I think that the characters sucked. I mean, like you said, the acting wasn't bad, but I thought that the characters themselves, like their backstories or lack thereof, their depth, I thought it was pretty bad. Like the only thing we did was we established that they're a close knit friend group, and they're helping one of their friends go, find her sister. But I didn't care. I didn't care. Like they didn't make me have an emotional connection to any of these characters when I should have had one to Clover, if no one else, because she's going through it. She's got a heartbreaking backstory. They sprinkle in a little bit of, oh, she's been suicidal. Oh, she's dealt with this, but they didn't expand on it enough to make me really care. I don't think, and their dialogue was just awful to me. I mean, it was just the most bland and generic dialogue. It's movie dialogue 101. It's not real life dialogue. People don't talk how they talk, and it's just I don't know. It's just it hurt the character's believability to me. Um, and then the other thing was that there was humor in the movie. Maybe it wasn't intentional because you said you didn't think it was, or you didn't think it was funny, but there was multiple times in the movie, whether it would be a line of dialogue or how it was delivered, or a death that everyone in the theater was laughing, and we weren't just laughing at Buddy with the crazy laugh. We were laughing about what happened on screen too, and like the simultaneous explosions, the spontaneous combustions. It's like those deaths were, they look good, but they were outrageous. And uh, when there's a scene where she opens the door, a girl opens the door, and it looks scary, and she just closes it and goes, "Nope." Like that is believable, but it doesn't fit the rest of the tone of the movie to me. Like that's either lean all the way into it and be a horror comedy, or leave it out. You hurt yourself when you teeter totter. Like, do we want to take this seriously and be a seriously scary movie, or do we want to be lighthearted and fun with cool kills? They tried to play it right down the middle and get the best of both worlds, and that hurt it to me.
You get the best of both worlds. What song is? Who sings that?
I don't know.
I can't. I think it might be Hillary Duff for Pete's sake. I don't know. No, I feel you on that. What I was going to interject, I didn't want to interrupt you or anything, but like you mentioned with Clover, they established her backstory too late in the movie. I think they should have maybe touched on it earlier. I mean, they're riding in the car at the beginning. Like, why not talk about, that moment when the two sisters depart from each other, or talk about her struggles more? Like, that makes you care at least a little bit. I mean, I did care that her sister was missing, but
Yeah.
I mean, the other characters, like it didn't really bother me as much as it did you, but I can understand it. Like, they're just friends trying to help her find her sister. That's fine to me. But like, you're not wrong that, and especially the guy Abe, like he was a prick.
Yeah.
Like he was wanting to kill everybody besides himself, which I
And
feel you, but
yeah, and sorry to cut you up. His dialogue was like too snarky and sarcastic to mesh with the rest of the groups at times. And it's like that it didn't work. Every group has that friend that jokes about the wrong things at the wrong situations, or delivers things with a heavy-handed approach instead of being soft and gentle with it. I'm that guy. I was gonna joke about things last night that I shouldn't have, and I didn't. But it's just, for a movie though, you don't want to throw your audience off with the tone. In real life, you can throw it off because real life works like that. There's multiple moving parts, but a movie, you have to establish a tone and stick to it, and that hurt it. That's what I was trying to say.
that's fair. Really, my qualms really, it's just, I don't know. Like I mentioned, there are a few lines of dialogue I didn't care for. It's just not a movie I'm going to think is a 10 or 9. Like I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's just a fine movie. Yeah. I don't really have like major issues with it because I've never played the video game. I don't know much of the source material. It's just a good, fine little entertaining movie to me. I just can't give it, like, it's not Midsummer Director's Cut, where I'm invested and it's beautifully written and it's graphic. I mean, it's just a fun movie. Like, and it's fine to be that. Like we've mentioned, this movie is allowed to exist. It should exist. We had a good time with it for the most part. That's really my qualms. Just I just can't love it more, but it was good for what it was.
It's like what I said last night when we were recording the episode, or maybe maybe it won't be released by the time we release this. But when Brian called someone remarkably unremarkable, it's like, it's kind of that. It's like it's there's nothing bad wrong with it. It's just there was nothing that made it stand out. There's nothing that put it over the edge. You know a 10 when you see a 10. This ain't it. So, and that's fine.
It's like going to Chili's and getting a burger. Like, it's fine, I'm sure, but like, is it the best burger you're going to ever have? No. Like,
we're going to respect Chili's around here.
You like Chili's?
Bro, I love Chili's. I might have a triple dipper tonight.
I had no idea. So you learned something.
Who are you talking to?
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. You got any final thoughts on Until Dawn? Like, I don't really know if we can spoil it because the trailer kind of tells you what you're getting into.
Yeah, and in a movie like that, like this, you kind of know what the ending is going to be. Like, you kind of can get a feel for, is everything a happy ending? So I don't really think there's anything to spoil on this one, but I think that this is a movie that warrants a trip to the theater.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with it to make me be like, this movie sucks. I'm very open when I think a movie sucks. This movie doesn't suck.
Yeah, you are.
Don't get me started on Screamboat again, but
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I'm
What?
trying
Hold on,
to.
before you go on, what do you think about? I thought it was fun with the coffee cup. Like I saw it coming, like, but it kind of gave you a little red herring because there was like a letter opener right in front of it.
Yeah,
I like how Clover used the coffee cup.
yeah. I thought that was fine, but at the same time, what water did he make his coffee with? Like every water in this place seems to be tainted.
Well, maybe he got it from like his gas station, or maybe he brought that from the gas station. I mean, he
I don't
was
know.
at a gas station.
Was he even real? Was any of this real?
Is this a figment of our imagination?
That's something I considered. Was
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks, 2 days. Shout out to The Lighthouse, a great movie that dust and shit on a little too much. But go ahead,
did I? What did I give that movie?
6 or 7.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good. We've said it on these instant
It
reactions.
should
We've
have been
said
at
it's a
least
good
a
movie.
9, though. That's
Uh,
Robert Eggers, man, at his peak, towards his
Listen,
peak.
if you force me to see mermaid vagina against my will, you're not getting a great score. It's just
But
not.
but an attic dick is acceptable.
I gave it a 5.5 or something like that.
Yeah, I gave that a 7. Can't believe I gave that movie a 7.
I'm just surprised Brian hasn't quit after watching that and some of the other stuff I've forced him to watch. But
Yeah,
um, I gave this movie a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. 3 out of 5 is a fine movie. Um,
yeah.
the way that I consider things is 4.5 and 5 are great movies. 4, 3.5 are really good movies. 3, 2.5, those are good movies. Those are decent movies. Uh, a 2 is a bad movie. 1.5 is a really bad movie, and a 1 or a 0.5 is Steamboat, Screenboat, just unwatchable. But
I would say 4 for me is great. Like 4 and up, I would consider great. Like an 8's pretty good. 8's a pretty damn good rating.
it is, yeah,
But I
that's
feel you
fair.
though.
But yeah, I think this movie, you know, I don't mean to be a shill for movie studios, but I think all movies warrant seeing these days. This was number 49 for me in 2025. 48 and 49 today when I went and saw these two. And I've seen some bad ones, but I
What's
don't
number
regret
50
going
going
to
to
see.
be?
50 is going to be The Accountant 2. I'm going to go see it either tomorrow or Sunday. Well, depending on when you listen to this. I'm going to go either see that on the 26th or the 27th. But
Shout out to John Bernthal, Shane Walsh,
let
Goat.
me tell you something.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think that there are movies that you're going to go see and you're going to be like, oh, that was a waste of time. That was a waste of money. That movie sucked. I don't think this one's going to have you leaving the theater that way. So that's the mark of a successful movie.
Yeah, if you leave the movie theater thinking that was fine, like that was good, like that's a good enough reaction to me. But I will say my theater experience wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. Like my AMC lets people bring in drinks from outside and all that. And god damn it, lady behind me and down a few seats, fucking brought a Stanley Cup in and just
Oh my God.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And there were some people talking. There were 2 dudes who walked in like 30 minutes into the movie, baked out of their fucking
Oh,
mind, high
there
as
was
hell. And
there
they
was two
smelled like the
people.
marijuanas. It was bad.
There were
They weren't interrupting or anything, but it's like, bro, you're already 30 minutes late. You could have just ate this pizza out there.
there were two guys that came into the theater about 25 to 30 minutes late when I was watching it today, and they weren't together. It was like two separate dudes. One guy walked in, like went to my left up the stairs. One guy went to my came in like 3 4 minutes later and went to my right up the stairs. And I'm like, what is it? Like, go home, catch this another time.
Yeah, you missed 30 fucking minutes. Like you can miss 3 minutes of the opening, but 30?
Wow.
That's crazy, man. Whenever I do my letterbox, I'm probably going to do 3.5, just because I did have a good time with it. Like I
That's
don't
fair.
have any, and I don't have any major qualms. It's not like I have anything that just really annoyed me or upset me or anything like that. I thought it was just fine movie. But like me and Dustin have mentioned, 3.5, that's a good rating for a movie and it's worth seeing. Any final thoughts? Go support cinema
Go support cinema.
and listen to this reaction. How
Give
are we
us
going to
five.
stretch this to 30 though?
Don't worry, I got some tricks up my sleeve.
Wait, you want to just talk about The Walking Dead some more?
Well, let me tell you something. Lori is not worse than Maggie Hart. So
Yes, she is.
they're
All right, we're not
equally
going to do this for
they're
for
equally
5
as
minutes.
bad.
No, they're not. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back. What's we can do this. What's next on the docket? What's a horror movie that's coming out soon?
It's a good question.
Final Destination 5 or final whatever the fuck it's called. Final Destination's coming out pretty soon.
Next week we have
Rosario. I might go see
Rosario.
that.
Is that horror?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Rosario's one. You can't pay me to go see The Surfer. That's one that I will not be supporting cinema. Um,
My
looks
dog
like that's
hating
the
Nick
only
Cage.
horror
Nothing.
movie. Yeah, shout out Nick Cage. Not a fan. Looks like Rosario's the only horror movie releasing next week.
I'm going to go see Clown in a Cornfield. I know you didn't think it looked
It's
good,
not
but it
showing
looked
here.
really.
Well, it's not listed at least.
It's not coming out till May 7th or 9th. So
Okay. I was just looking
it's
one
two
weekend.
yeah, it's 2 weeks from now. Final Destination Bloodlines is in 3 weeks. Filippo Brothers, Talk to Me in a month. Bring Her Back. So we're gonna have instant reactions for the whole month next month. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll go see Clown in the Cornfield. Um, I like to punish myself sometimes, so I'll go see that one.
Hey, even if it sucks, at least it has Kevin Durant in it. You'll at least
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
true. I'll appreciate that. It just looks. I know it's about a cornfield, but it looks corny to me.
It's about
It
a
could be.
clown in a cornfield.
Yeah, it could be fine. I could enjoy it. It's just it seems like a movie that should have came out in the '80s.
But I mean, no, you're not wrong about that. I can see that for sure. It's based off of a book, and we don't know the source material, and I'm not reading a book. It seems like reading has gotten really popular these days, and that's fine.
Well,
I'm
reading
glad
is
people are
fundamental.
reading. Yeah, I'm glad people are reading. It's just not for me. But to me, like just off the trailer, it looks just like a fun, campy slasher, like an urban legendy kind of slasher. It looks fun,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
clown does look scary. Like I'm not scared of clowns, but this one does look pretty creepy.
Well, kind of like I said. Oh, and that was another thing about Until Dawn was that one scene in the house. It's like they try to put a bunch of different things that people have known phobias of in one room.
Mm-hmm.
The clown doll, the all the baby dolls everywhere. It's like that seemed a little bit much. It's like they were trying to scare the audience, just like trigger certain people's phobias. But anyway,
I'm glad you
um,
brought that up. Me and you and Mike or Brian, if they want to join in, we're gonna do a draft like the breadbasket. Underrated creepy things in horror movies, like a rocking chair or a creaking door. Like we got to do that. That'd be a fun draft.
yeah,
You have to get your noodle working, but I think that'd
telephone
be a fun
poles number one. It's
nut allergies.
pretty scary.
No, let me ask you about this though. Let me
Let
ask
me
you
ask you
something.
something.
Yeah, let me ask you something. The slasher that remember I brought up, I was gonna have a qualm about that. In the beginning of the movie, this slasher guy with the mass killer, he
Mm.
seemed pretty damn invincible. Then at
Yeah,
the end, like he's getting his ass whooped. Like
yeah.
it's because it's the last night. Last night he let the liquor talk. Like he was donezo at the end.
I had that same issue, but um, because I thought of it immediately when the next person that we see, they seem to absorb damage differently. Like they seem to be affected when you hit them, and then those deadite looking things that we see later, like they were able to be killed. And so I think that's from like a video game perspective. At first, he took the damage like it's nothing, like he just got hit with a chair, he got stabbed as one. But when it's three people ganging up, it's like a final boss in a video game, like rapid fire damage. That's how you chip away at the final boss. I think
But it was
that's what.
still only one hit at a time though.
Oh,
Like
I
the
know,
only time they triple teamed was with the axe,
but
or
like
not the
one at a
axe, but like the
time,
sledgehammer.
one at a time, but like right after another
But they
is
did that in the
different.
beginning though. He got hit with a chair, then he got stabbed.
That was
Does he rebuild strength though?
there was a decent amount of time between those two things. He got hit with the chair
No,
and
his
then
health bar
ragdoll buddy.
regenerated. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
like a video game then.
yeah.
But it still stuck out to me though. It's like okay,
Nice. Yeah,
last night he gets weak.
yeah. No, I
Last
get
night
it.
he gets weak. Like give me a
But
break.
also, Dr. Hill said that to free them, she'll have to overcome her personal fear. Like all these things are manifestations of her insecurities and weaknesses. So as she overcomes those, that's how they escape. So maybe she just started believing in herself more. That
And
we
that
can.
in that video, it might have been Doctor Who said it's like you have to run to something. So maybe since they're attacking and not trying to hide, maybe that had something to do with
Yeah,
it as
maybe.
well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know the game. Like, so we're
Yeah.
hypothesizing over
But
here.
so before we get out of here, because we were talking about Clown in the Cornfield. I think, like I said on Leslie Vernon, I think it was, it's like, I don't know what it is, but I just can't bring myself to appreciate movies like that anymore. Um, I'm not trying to be a pretentious douchebag when I say it, but I really think that like my taste in movies has just evolved. Like it's different than what it used to be. So it's hard for me. Before we started recording this, I'm watching Midnight Cowboy. I have it paused right now. Oscar winner, regarded as one of the best movies ever. It's hard for me to go to that to throw on Dude, Where's My Car now? Like I don't like the same thing. So I do appreciate slashers still, but I want a more serious like Friday the 13th, '09. More movies like that where they're not silly slashers. I can't appreciate those.
You still love Jason Lives, don't you? Like you haven't lost that love for it.
That's my favorite horror movie of all time. I'm never going to desert that one.
Favorite over Midsummer?
Yeah, ain't it crazy? I got a Midsummer tattoo. I got the maypole tattooed right there on my arm, and Jason Lives is my favorite movie ever. But I got a Jason mask too, so I guess that counts.
Yeah, it does. All right, let's get out of here. We appreciate everyone tuning in. This was a fun. I don't know how we got this at 30 minutes, but we did it, by God. Tell them, bring me my money.
Boy, we stretch this material thinner than they do on Bates Motel.
All right, we don't need to be slandering Bates Motel again. Good night. Appreciate y'all tuning in.